I'm sorry, I thought it was on. I'm calling the Planning and Economic Development Committee meeting to order, and the first item of business, thank you, Jen, is roll call.
Mrs. Root,
Here.
Mr. Barnes,
Present.
Mrs. Burdick,
Here.
Mr. Curran, Mr. Dibble,
Here.
Mr. Healy,
Here.
Mrs. Hopkins,
Here.
Mr. Ricky,
Here.
Mr. Crandall. 8 present.
Okay, the next item is the approval of the November 17th minutes, and I'll entertain a motion. Mrs. Burdick makes the motion to that. Mr. Barnes seconds it. Any further discussion? If not, I'll call for a vote. All in favor, please say aye. Anybody opposed? Minutes carried. Next up, we have a report from Rita Sobeck Lynch, Employment and Training Director. Welcome, Rita. We've all received her monthly report ahead of time. Rita, do you have anything you want to highlight? And then we'll open it up for questions.
Okay. The biggest highlight in my office is that our Senior Employment and Training Specialist, Stacy Ross, just graduated from the Offender Workforce Development Specialist. It's a program provided by the New York State Division of Criminal Justice Services, and it was a very intensive training, and not only to help offenders find jobs, just to help job seekers find jobs. So it's a great curriculum. The only other person as a county employee that holds these credentials is Scott Grantier, the probation supervisor. And they'll be working together on a Ready, Set, Work program that we will begin in the spring. We've been really busy. The past 2 days, we've had 31 customers for a variety of reasons, job searches, also a lot of assessments, and some unemployment insurance benefits. So we are very busy.
Okay. Does anyone have any questions for Rita?
We still have training funds available for adults and youth, and we also have work experience for year-round work youth.
Okay. Mr. Healy?
Just a comment. I see you have 2 new veterans receiving services this month.
Yes, one was for training and one was for assistance with his resume.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Mrs. Hopkins?
Rita, could you tell us a little bit about the Certified Alcohol and Substance Abuse Counselor certification?
That is a program at Alfred State College, which is relatively new.
Okay.
And these are employees, they're actually employed by ACASA, and they're increasing their knowledge and getting their certification, and they also will receive an increase in their pay.
Thank you. How long of a course is it?
I think this one is self-directed, so it just depends on how much time you put into it, but I think generally they can complete it within 2 years.
So do they have to have qualifications before they can even enter that as far as education, that sort of thing?
Yes, I believe so. I think they have to have their bachelor's.
Okay. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Any other questions?
Any other questions? If not,
Well, I would just like to say I really appreciate all of your support this year, and I would like to offer my many thanks and best wishes to Kurt and Bill, Dave, Judy, and Carl. So thanks so much, and I wish you all the best. And I wish you all a joyous Christmas and a great New Year. Thanks.
thank you, Rita. So next up, we have Keir Durham, Planning Director, and he has his monthly report. It was sent to us. Keir, I'll let you do some highlights on that, and then we can open up for questions. And I see you also have a Wild Souls, Wild Place activity report for us today.
Yep. I see we got rid of the little cards. So disappointed. So a couple of things I highlight on the report. I wanted to talk briefly about Town of Willing. We did a survey with them. They stepped up and mailed it to every landowner in their town, which is somewhat unusual. Most of our communities don't step up that way. That's actual cash. And so those surveys were done over this summer and into the fall.